First of all, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the brothers on the highways and the byways, preaching and teaching this truth in sincerity. Peace and safety to the elect across the four corners of the earth. Today, I just want to get into a small lesson. I want to talk about boasting. What doeth it? Okay? I want to hit a few precepts upon that. And I'm going to start off, I always say, if it ain't for you, just change the channel, treat it like a commercial. I'm only really talking to the elect. Those brothers who have ears to hear and eyes to see. Those in the know and those who were preordained before the world began. All right, let's get it. We're going to start off with Luke 17. And it's a precept from Yahweh Shai. And we'll start at verse 7. Let's start at verse 7. So that would be Luke 17, verse 7. But which of you, having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat? 8th verse. And will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself, and serve me till I have eaten and drunken, and afterward thou shalt eat and drink. Verse 9. Doth he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I trow not. Verse 10. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which is our duty. All right, let's keep it popping. I'll explain it to you after I hit this precept. Okay? Let's go to Ecclesiastes. And chapter 12, verse 13. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. And that man is the Israelite, because we, Israelites, have received the law, the statutes, and the commandments. So we are to do that. That is our reasonable duty, all right? So because you do those things, why should you glory in them things? That's basically where it's boasting. That's the title of this episode, so to speak, all right? So we're doing the things that we are supposed to do. Now, when you see the 2/3 out there, they're really doing the things that America want them to do, and they really following Esau. And they father the devil. We can go into those precepts, but that's a lesson for another day, all right? So we're doing what we're supposed to do, and we're doing what we were instructed to do before the world was even invented, before the world was even created, so to speak, all right? It was ordained before the world began, all right? We are doing exactly what we are supposed to do. It is our job. And I'll bring it down in the carnal sense. These two scriptures is basically saying, if you go to work, and I'm going to give you a parable in this sense. If you go to work and you do the job that was instructed for you to do when you filled the application out, why do you think you should receive a bonus for that thing what you're supposed to do? So the same thing when we out there preaching and teaching this word, or whether you're home doing a lesson behind the computer, behind the video, behind the camera, so to speak, or you even on the street and you happen to meet a brother because the Most High and Yahweh Shai had linked y'all paths together, and you to run across this brother and give him the word. You're doing the thing you're supposed to do. Now let's keep it going on, and let's go to Judges 5 and 11, and I want to get into that for a little bit too. Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of arches in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in the Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, go down to the gates. Now, the key I wanted y'all to see in this verse of Judges 5:11 is rehearse the righteous acts. Now, if you're rehearsing something, that's not the main act. That's not the show. You're rehearsing. You're practicing. You're doing these things in practice to get it right, to get it correct. So to say that our duty is to follow the commandments, no, you're not going to be perfect. But at least you're going to try. At least you're going to rehearse the righteous acts. You may not get it right this day. You may not get it right tomorrow. You may not get it right this week. But you continue to rehearse until Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai come back. And I believe that is Romans 8 and 20. Check it out. Romans 8 and 20. And I'm not going to go into it, but you will check it out. And as far as rehearsing, those things that meaning we are not going to be on point. Okay, and it's no way possible you're going to be on point. I mean, we are under Esau until the time. Okay, so you're not going to get it right. Okay, you may have a Sabbath may fall on a day that you have to work. You know what I'm saying? Even a holy day. All right. So you're not going to get it perfectly 100% correct. All right. And it says in Ecclesiastics, I believe 7th chapter, if I'm wrong, correct me, that don't be over righteous much. Why should you destroy yourself before the time? Because you could be so righteous and you could tell your job, hey, listen, this is the Sabbath, it's a holy day, man. I need a day off. Shit, hell, they might give you every day off. You know what I mean? So you will destroy yourself before the time if you're trying to be over righteous much. But let's stay on point. And I just finished Judges chapter 5 and 11. And if you want to go into the other part of Judges where it say the places of drawing water, okay, you will find that precept in Joshua, the 9th chapter, and the 21st verse into the 23rd verse, but you can read the whole chapter if you would like. I'm not going to go into that because that's a topic for another day. But let's keep popping. Let's go to Sirach 38 and 6 and stay on topic of what I'm talking about here through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. So we in Sirach in the Apocrypha, 38th chapter and the 6th verse. And he hath given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works. All right, now he hath given men skill. Let's not be simple. He's not talking about skill in brick mason. He's not talking about skill in your college program where you go to be a lawyer, a doctor, and so on and so forth. Notice he said to be honored in his marvelous works. What is his marvelous works? The doctrine, the spirit, the truth, okay? Pushing this truth out here that you may work up the elect, that you may be a hand for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, that you may be his mouthpiece to push forth his word, that you may receive that penny for working in his vineyard, okay? That is the marvelous works. And if you out there pushing and preaching this truth, whether it be out on the highways and the byways and the hedges, that is the best. Or whether you may be behind the camera in the comfort of your own home, or whether you may run past an elect on the street and the Most High put that little inkling in your heart to talk to this brother and give him the word and point the direction in which he is to walk to receive life eternally, you are performing the marvelous works of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah. So I'll read it one more again and then we'll move on. Sirach 38 and 6. And he hath given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works. So that's his honor. All right. Let's move on. Let's go. Bear with me. I got to get this scripture. I only got a few Bibles. All right. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 4 and 7. 1 Corinthians 4 and 7. Bear with me. Let me get there. I don't want to talk out of my own heart. For every man's heart is wicked. All right. 1 Corinthians 4 and 7. For who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now, if thou didst receive it, why doest thou glory, as if thou hadst not received it? Exactly. So everything I know, or any other brother know who proclaim to be in the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, he has received it. And it is the setup that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah has set up from the foundation of the world. Okay, you have learned from another brother, no matter if you learn from that brother personally, or whether it be through the unicorn, aka the internet, the World Wide Web. Okay, so you have received it. And the only way you could receive it is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah must be dealing with you to open up your heart that you may receive it. So no man can boast. In my final scripture, and I'm going to say, we can boast. What boasting? What doeth it? Okay. We can boasting is that we know the Most High. So let's go get it in Jeremiah 9th chapter and the 24th verse. Bear with me. Let me go get it. So we got Jeremiah 9 and 24. And it reads, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. So therefore a man can glory. He can glory in the fact that he know the Most High. And how we know the Most High? We know the truth. And we know his righteousness, in which we are supposed to rehearse the righteous acts. Because as an Israelite, it is thy duty to do such. Do not hide your talent, my brothers, my Akim, Ahabatam, to all those who be in the truth and the faith. Keep it up. The time is drawing near and it's running out. We almost there. Open your eyes and watch and pray. Kwam bakiyam, kwam bakiyam, kwam bakiyam. Shah Yasharallah. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the brothers on the highways and the byways, pushing and preaching this teaching this truth in sincerity. And peace, blessings, and safety to the elect across the four corners of the earth. Call Allah Wakabaya Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, our Lamyam, and death to America.